excited to see you. I have waited for a week to make a new video. I tried to space them out. So after I made my last one, I was like, oh my gosh, I miss talking to my YouTube friends. I want to put out another video, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a week. And it's been a week. Whoa, I'm so glad. I'm really glad. Now, today, I want to share something special with you guys. It's actually a bit personal. I want to share a certain topic, and I titled it Space in God, basically. A lot of times, the reason why we have stories, and part of the reason why we have those, is to share them with someone else to help them with what they're going through. So there was a point in time where I was far, I want to say far away from God. I didn't have a close relationship with him. And it was like a period, it's summer. It was like, I'm stuttering so bad. It was like a summer, an entire summer. And I was struggling with being happy. I didn't really have any reason to be unhappy. Awesome family, awesome community, but I was unhappy. So, you know, I listened to sad music, and a lot of music is so influential, guys. I want you guys to understand, music can be so detrimental. I wasn't even in a sad place, and still I started listening until I started listening to this sad, depressing music. Music has spirits attached to it. So be careful what music you allow your ears to hear, because you're going to carry that wherever you go. So pray it away and be careful what music you listen to. I was listening to sad music of this rapper. He just recently passed away. I was listening to one of his songs on repeat. My dog just opened the door, and I was just sad. And my sister was like, Heaven, you need to stop listening to all those sad music. You're gonna be depressed. And I was like, oh, whatever. It's just a song. And one song turned into wearing black eyeshadow, questioning so many things, just feeling far away from God. Can you guys give me 1 second? I wasn't gonna let her in my bed today, but this video is actually kind of last minute because I wanted to shoot it earlier, but then I decided to wash my hair. I was like, oh, I want to look cute for the video, so I just rocking kind of a hippie style thing right now. So back to the story. I was sad, and I didn't really see a way out of it. I didn't see a way out of anything, really. I was just so sad. Sad is a really deep word. It's just someone who isn't joyful. So, especially when you don't have a close relationship with God, that makes it so much easier for the enemy to attack you. And not saying that Christians don't get attacked and all that stuff, but it's easier to attack people who don't have an anchor, to attack people who don't know who Jesus is. I knew who Jesus was. I just, you know, I was just out here like I was a lukewarm Christian. Moral of the story is, because I said I was sad like 7 times. Moral of the story is, there is a difference between having space in God, and I wrote it down. There's a difference between being alone and having space in God. When you're alone with just you, that means the door is open for spirits and bad things to. That's why a lot of people who are depressed, their depression stems from them being alone. Their depression stems from isolation, because that's mostly when the enemy attacks you, is when you're alone. So, where was I? I was going somewhere. When you're alone, depression and all that stuff, you know, it can really get a hold of you. And even I have family, you know, and everything, but it's easy to keep a secret what you're ashamed of. So I'm shooting a YouTube video.
Keep it up.
Thanks. That's my big brother. It's easy to keep private from even those who are close to you what you're ashamed of. I knew that if I told my family how sad I was, that they would rationalize and explain to me I had no reason to be sad, and then I wouldn't be able to be sad anymore. I was using being sad as a, how do I put it? I want to say an attention, a way to get attention. I was using it as a way to get attention. I was also using it as a way to identify myself, because I didn't know how else to identify myself. So I chose to identify myself with sadness. But if I allow my family to know all that, they're like, hey, you don't got no reason to be sad. And then my facade will be over. So it's easy to make someone depressed and someone sad who's alone. Now, having space in God is deciding, I need to take some time away from everybody. Maybe it's a social media cleanse. Maybe it's, I need to take some time away from these certain people, but I'm going to do it with God. That's doing it with peace. That's doing it with joy and with everything in between. That's doing it with your word. That's doing it with, a relationship with him, rather than simply being alone and being susceptible to spirits and depression and all these things. There is a fine line between those two things. Being alone with God is completely different. And I hadn't realized that when I came into this walk with him, because guys, he is so amazing. I love you, Jesus. I really love you. I realized that when I came into this walk with him, because, oh my gosh, I really hope it recorded all that. But I realized that when I came into this walk with him, I decided that I wanted to take a lot of personal time with God. Being a Christian is an interesting thing, because there's so many people. The Bible talks about false prophets. There's so many people who can pretend to love God and all this stuff, but really don't. A lot of people know his word and know his commandments and choose not to follow them, but choose to pretend that they are, to feel prideful and get respect from other people. I decided I want to keep a lot of my conversations and things with God private. I want to spend that alone time. Alone time with God is so important, guys. I want to spend that genuine time with him. Make sure you guys do that, because when you don't have that alone time, it can easily it can easily turn into, oh, I'm going to post this Bible verse. I'm going to post this. I'm going to send this person a Bible verse. Yeah, to make myself look like I got it all figured out. I'm going to put this in my bio. I'm going to do all this stuff. But you're just putting on a facade, And I am guilty of it. I have done that before. But I had to take a step back and check myself. Like, am I doing this for God? Or am I doing this for my own pride? And I even thought about it with this YouTube channel. Am I doing this for God? Or am I doing this to look like I'm someone that I'm not? Hey. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I want to let you know, there is always, I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but there is always a way out of what you're going through. God is the way out of what you're going through. He is. It's not something I could really put into words. But being in that summer, it was summer 2018 when all this was going on in my life. That summer, I was only like, 12 years old. And I was so sad, and I didn't see any way out of it. And I just get kind of emotional talking about it. I didn't see any way out of it. And then suddenly it just went away. And I didn't acknowledge it. I didn't really oh, I'm not sad anymore. It was like, God did that for me. I was in this trance of, whoa, it's me. And then God brought me out of that. And I didn't even realize it until, a year ago? I didn't even really acknowledge it. But that's how God works, guys. He is so amazing. He can do anything, and he does do things. Sometimes stuff, protecting us from stuff and saving us from stuff that we don't even acknowledge or know about. I didn't even acknowledge it at the time. I just stopped being sad. And then a year ago, when I got serious about my walk with God, I was like, wow, God, that was you. Summer 2018, when I was being, not who you made me to be, you pulled me out of that. So I'm saying all this for a reason, guys. I just wanted to share my story with someone to let you know that God changed my life. And I'm not saying this, I'm not reading off a script. I didn't practice this. God changed my life. And a relationship with him is something you have to experience on your own. I had to learn that no one can do it for me. My mother can't do it for me. My pastor can't do it for me. My sister, my brother, my uncle, my cousin, nobody can do it for me. I have to experience that. I have to experience the connection and the love that he has for me. Oh, I just went off on a tangent, guys. I did not plan to talk this long. I feel like this video is like 10 minutes long. I'm gonna have to cut some out of it because I don't know. I just wanted to, it wasn't even on my radar. What is the word? It wasn't my plan to come on here and talk about that, but it kind of just happened. So, excuse me. I just want to thank you guys and thank God. I want to let you know that there's always a way out of it. The enemy makes it seem like you're in this and you're going to be in this forever. And it's just sad and it's just dark and it's just, no. It's really like like if you zoom in on a certain space in the world and then you zoom out and then you zoom out again and you zoom out and it's the whole world and you zoom out and it's the galaxy and you zoom out and it's like everything. That is so, the sadness, the depression, all of it, it's so small. It's almost funny how we can get tricked into thinking that it's when it's really just that big compared to the entire, what is the word? The entire, I don't know the word, but compared to everything else, it's not as big as the enemy tries to make us think it is. Faith in God. I think this is the last thing I'm going to touch on. It's important to, let me make sure this is still recording. Okay. Oh my gosh, this video is 15 minutes. This is my longest video. I can't believe I've talked for this long. I was going through a lot of stuff personally, and God just brought me out of it. And I kind of went back to just being heaven, after that summer. Think about it. A lot of people, sadness takes different people different places. God bless their souls. A lot of people commit suicide. A lot of people, hurt other people. A lot of people hurt animals or children or whoever they can hurt or themselves because of sadness. So only God knows what I was on the verge of doing to myself before he pulled me out of that. He definitely stopped it before it can get any further. And I want to let you know here and now that he can stop it for you right now. And he is stopping it for you right now. This sadness, this depression, it doesn't have to go any further from here. It can be done right now. That's it. This is your testimony. This is not your end. So, I really have to end this video. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Already 15 minutes long. It's probably 20 now. All right. I'll see you guys later. Remember to pray for yourself and others and spread love and positivity. because God is always watching, even when nobody else is. I love you guys. I'll see you in a week.